history of slavery. Everybody owned slaves. Black people own just as many slaves as the so-called white man. You need to just Google this stuff and see. Google Anthony Johnson, 1619. One of his 10 indentured servants took him to court because they wanted to be free right away. They lost, becoming America's first permanent slave, owned by a black man named Anthony Johnson. It looked just like me. You need to Google the 5 wealthiest black slave owners, and you're going to see portraits of these brothers. Like, please, Columbus owned slaves, the Aztecs owned slaves, Muhammad owned slaves, peace be upon him. Everyone owned slaves. Why? It was legal, dum-dums. Please, get over it. I said, you need to get over it.
You said the curse word. When you said get over it, a lot of people would be mad. Now,
so why? They need to get over it. They need to Google and get over it. Google and get over it.
Okay, well, how did you get over it?
Oh, I never thought. I don't have a... Check this out. I was born too late. I was born in 69. I wish I was born when I could own a slave. Because I would have owned them. I know I would have owned slaves. Yes. What? Yes, I would have owned slaves and been proud of it. Like I said, it was legal to own slaves. Get your money up.
So wait.
America's always been about class. Get your money up.
Is it a good thing?
Yes, it's a good... Listen, the way you get... Come on, brother. How you think them pyramids got built? You think them pyramids got built by them paying somebody 3 cents to work all day to push boulders?
Well, it could have been built without it.
Without what?
Without slaves.
Well, who the hell was going to pay 10,000 people to get that done?
I mean, we practically built New York. I mean, at least as of
you need slave wages at some point to get things off the ground.
So are you saying there's slavery today?
Of course, you know they're in Libya. Come on, you know Obama killed Gaddafi. They selling people in Libya for $300 right now. You should know about Islamic slavery. Islamic slavery was the first 9 centuries, and they still are doing slavery on Africans in Africa. Islam is not the religion of the black man. Muhammad's behind him, owned slaves. His brother-in-law Ali owned them. What is funny is that they actually tricked Muhammad Ali to change his name from Cassius Clay. There was a white abolitionist from Kentucky to a damn slave owners in Muhammad and his brother-in-law Ali. That's what was crazy about all this goofiness. And of course, the Nation of Islam was started by a white dude, Farad Muhammad. Like Farrakhan is more than likely some CIA operative shit, because when you are threatening America, they kill you. They don't let you be alive for 7 decades.
But let's really back in. Hold on. Okay, so if you had the choice, if you were, I don't know, at some legislative point where you could make any law, would you reinstate slavery?
Oh, no, you can't. No.
Not that you can't. You could. Let's say you could. Would you?
I wouldn't. No, first of all, you get killed.
No. I'm saying you could. Let's say you're untouchable.
You can't. That's only a king can do that.
No. Let's say you are the king.
American. I'm an American, so I'm not like gonna go somewhere else so I could be a king and make people slaves. Well, this is my country and I love it.
No, but I'm just saying, would slavery be better today?
No.
So then why would it be better at any point?
Okay, if they get money. When it's barren land and nothing going on, you got to grab people up and go, yo, get your slave. Remember, the indentured servant. Anthony Johnson had 10 of them, meaning that you are a so-called slave for X amount of years, 3, 5, 10, and then you have your so-called freedom. You go about and do whatever the hell you want. He had one that wanted to be free right away. They lost. You're permanent. You're America's first permanent slave. 1619. That's what 1619 is about. Not that fake shit that whatever they did with the New York Times crap. I mean, please, man. Like I said, slavery. Now the Islam cats still do it. You got to ask the Islam dudes why they still do it on Africans, because they still currently do it. Slavery. Now it's nuts to be trying to do slavery in the 21st century, but back in the 16th and the 15th and the 14th, let's get it cracking. And it's legal. Slavery is illegal now. So for you to become some legislature and then try to bring up to the other legislators that know that, because they would say to you, like, you do know that slavery is illegal now.
I know that, but I'm saying if you can make it legal.
No, but I don't think you would never be able to do that.
Well, no. I'm just saying, in my scenario, if you could.
Now, listen, I'm going to tell you, it may come back. Listen, being that we accept that the Chinese do it to their people, the people that make your iPhones and stuff, they only get paid 90 cents an hour. So as we accepted that at Foxconn, you ever heard of Foxconn? You got to look it up on your YouTube.
Okay.
Oh, they got suicide nets around the building. Those kids, it's horrific. When a new product comes out, they actually make them work 18 hours straight. So some of the kids kill themselves. They force abortions on them in the basement. It's real sad. But anyway, as nobody cares about these Chinese slaves, what's going to happen here for us as Americans that we don't care about the Chinese slave, right?
In the black community against criticizing Muslims?
Yes. In fact, why is this kept? Muslims to this day are enslaving black people in Africa. It was Muslims are the reason why we blacks are here in America today. Not because of what Christians, white people did to us.
Weren't those slave traders white men from Europe?
No, they were Muslims.
Arab slave
blacks
traders.
And Muslims. The slave trade was going on long before white people, Christians or Jews even showed up. In fact, from 700 AD, from what I can research, go Google this stuff up. 18 million blacks were taken out of Africa into the eastern parts of Arabia and the East and so forth and so on. 18 million, whereas the whites and Christians bought about 13 million from the black and Muslim slave traders in the West African slave trade. But you never hear about that. You never hear that part. All you hear is what white Christians and Jews did. The fault of white Christians and Jews is that they disobeyed the Torah. And for the love of money to make profit, they abandoned what they had forsaken in Europe and took on the curse of Africa by buying slaves. But they did not capture. In fact, Henry Louis Gates has a new book. And apparently he is saying, something I've been saying, that over 90% of the slave trade in West Africa was black people and Muslims, not white people. Only 10%.
And
So you don't hear that kind of talk. But it's going to have to come out now with all this media information sharing. Everybody now can look in everybody's backyard. We can no longer hide the fact that Muslims are the primary reason why West Africans are in the United States.
became slaves.
And not in the United States, but in Mexico, Central America, South America. 94% of the slave trade that the Muslims sold went into Mexico, Central America, and South America. Only 6% of the Muslim slave trade came into North America, which then the white Christians and Jews fought each other over this issue and ended the African curse upon us black people. And we're free now. We were never free.
As a result of who?
Of white people. White Christians and Jews. The Civil War. The abolition movement. All of that America struggled with over the existence of slaves in this country. The United States did not start slavery. That's a misnomer.
Yeah.
The United States inherited the slavery from the British in 1776. The British did not start it. They bought it from Africa. The Muslims.
But the Confederacy did enslave black slaves.
No, they held slaves.
They kept slaves.
They kept slaves. And that's what led to the Great War.
Yeah.
The war of all wars, frankly, when you think about it. That war is the very war, that was the pivotal war as to what civility, society was going to be like throughout the world from now on. That is the high water mark of humanity.
Are you concerned about blacks joining the Nation of Islam, for example, in the inner city?
Yeah, I'm concerned because that's like going right back into slavery. but look, when you think about it, black people went back into the Democratic Party too. It was the Democratic Party held as a slave, the Democratic Party who put the Jim Crow racist laws upon us that has destroyed us for generations yet to come. So we stupidly went back to them. So it would surprise me if blacks went into Islam. But however, I don't think they will. I think they're going to wake up. I just got back from Israel, and I was over there in December for 10 days, and I'm working on a documentary that is specifically geared to black folks to show, a side of Israel that